Literally, in your mind, carve out a space right now and just know that in this moment, that's what we're going to put in its place. The second half of our meditation, we sing Om Shanti, which loosely, very loosely translated, means becoming at one with the energy of the universe. And so I want you to also, when we sing that, visualize, if you will, that the core of the earth has a vibration and energy. That no matter what's happening on the exterior, the core is undisturbed. It just continues to vibrate at that perfect level. So when we're singing Om Shanti, I want you to just allow yourself to be fully present in that energy, in line with that vibration, and know that you too are that expression. So here we go. Take another deep breath in. Exhale out. Show me the way. Show me the way. Your love will light my way. Show me the way. Sing after me, please. Show me the way. Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Your love will light my way. Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Your peace will light my way. Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Your truth will light my way. And your love will light my way. And your peace will light my way. And your truth will light my way. Softly and slowly. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om. One last time through. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om.
On this glorious, joyful Jingle Bell morning, it is a glorious gift to be shepherded into this exquisite oneness by the clear as a Christmas bell voice of our beloved Dr. Joe. For this and for the many other ways the divine shows up in our center and in our lives, I give thanks. 'Tis the season of giving and receiving, and I invite you to give yourself the gift of a personal experience of the divine as we recognize God, the infinite giver, and feel our communion with every being in this room and beyond, even in the great beyond. In spirit, we are truly one. How great thou art. Let us continue to experience the divine in the beauty of our poinsettia tree, the love that created it, and the loved ones we honor and remember with our gifts. In our bookstore, where beloved Steve has created a whimsical winter wonderland alive with gift-giving ideas. Who needs them all? In magnificent birthday girl Missy and the radiance that is our beloved Reverend Marion. In smiles and hugs and one-minute miracles. In healing for divine Diane, beloved Paul, and all who are in our hearts and in our prayers. For the love that brought together beloveds Terry and Mary, whose wedding will be celebrated in this very room. Blessed be the tie that binds. How great thou art. For these and for the God gift that is each one of you, I give thanks. And as we continue to move through this season of giving and receiving, I give thanks that we are ready receivers with ample room in our inn to welcome divinity and to experience it with the eyes of a child. I am grateful to remember that gifts show up in unexpected packages. Who would have imagined a baby in a manger? What other surprising gifts does God have in store for us? So with joyous expectancy and full knowing that we are ready to receive and share our God gifts, I release with gratitude and full faith this prayer to its on-time delivery. And please join me in affirming, and so it is. Amen.
Loving Spirit dwells in me. This is my serenity. As within, all around, all I need is here and now. Where there's air, let me love, and I have no fears. All the power, all the glory, I surrender, let it be. Loving Spirit dwells in me, now and evermore. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. Sending out joy. I send my joy over the mountains. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me. Sending out peace. I send my peace over the mountains. I send my peace over the sea. I send my peace into the heavens, and it returns to me. Sing out love, sing it out. I send my love over the mountains. Come on. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me, and it returns to me, and it returns to me. All right, we're launching. You ready? Here we go. All right, for 2016, we're almost done with this year's theme. Building a world that works for everyone. Obviously, we have a lot of work to do. Okay, the monthly theme is the living spirit, and today's theme is we teach spiritual practices to address everyday life. The title of my talk is actually Your Personal Experience with Spirit. So we're going to talk about your personal experience. Everything is a personal relationship. My relationship with what I call Spirit or God is different from everyone else's. I mean, everyone has their own unique way of relating to and experiencing Spirit. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Here's your enthusiastic, alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic affirmation. And I'm expecting that the very first time you say it, you actually feel it. Ready? Are you ready? Let's go. I'm alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic. Yes, you guys had coffee. The 9 a.m. was like really, they were like, what? Huh? Then I made him do it like 3 times, like, okay, we're done, we're over with. I'm not alive, alert, or awake at this point. I want to take a nap. But that's what we're talking about today. I am alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic. You know, change your thinking, change your life. It's more than just a motto. It's actually a method. You know, when we talk about changing your thinking, changing your life. In fact, I was telling the earlier service, I said, you know, sometimes it kind of bothers me a little bit when people go, oh yeah, you're that positive thinking church. Yeah, we're that. But I want to think of us as a positive doing church. You know, it's not just about positive thinking, it's about positive doing. It's about taking these ideas and actually using the methodology to create a world for yourself and a world that works for everyone else. Allowing people to be who they are, allowing to have that everyone has that personal relationship, allowing those personal relationships to weave together the tapestry of what it means to be in relationship to that spiritual entity. So it's more than just a motto, it's a method. It's not about spiritual thinking, it's about spiritual doing. Okay, does that make sense? All right. Today is the day when we awake from our dream of separation. It's so easy right now to feel separated from so many things that are happening in the world. Like, that's just not happening to me, or I'm not participating in this. But it's very easy to live in that dream of separation, but it's really not that realistic, because everything is attached to everything else. While we can try to push things out of our experience, the reality is things are becoming one with us. We are one with all things. So that means even the things that may feel a little bit uncomfortable, we have a personal relationship with those things. There is something about that energy that blends with our energy. We are part of that universal. You know how we did the Om Shanti thing and I was talking about the spiritual energy, the energy of the universe? We are one with that spiritual energy. You cannot deny your vibration or frequency to the core of that energy, because it's in every one of us. So that means all experiences are happening to all people, which there creates a sense of oneness around that, but you have that personal responsibility within yourselves to see your role in that. Next thing, whenever you take a step forward, things will be disturbed around you. I remember growing up in Michigan, and there were days when we would have these incredible snow days. And you'd wake up in the morning and the best news you would hear would be, school is closed. Yeah, I mean, you were a kid, you're going, yes, that test, I don't have to take it today. And it was such a great moment in my life. But I also remember looking out in the front porch, and you would see that sometimes the snow would be so high, the drifts would get so high that it literally, it took 3 steps to get up on the porch. But it would be like flat from the porch all the way out. It would just be one big layer of snow, one big ice rink almost. And I remember going out that front door, and you would take that first step off the porch, and it would disturb the snow. You would sink down in. And that changed the way it looked. But that's the way it is in our life. A lot of things are, we're walking on the plane at all times. But whenever you take a step forward, things will be disturbed. People will be disturbed. Your life will be disturbed. That's just the nature of change. Change is movement, and movement is change. You can't deny these things are going to happen. So we have to embrace them as part of our personal journey, as part of our personal experience. Change is movement. We have to continue to make those changes. So don't be afraid to step into the snowdrift, all right? Because it's a necessary thing, and people will be disturbed. Things may be disturbed. Your household may feel a little bit upside down for a while. But that's a temporary condition. If we don't take the step at all, we never make the move out the front door. We become hostage to the old. We never allow ourselves to go out and experience the new. So I'm asking all of us to take a personal responsibility to say, let's have that personal relationship with the infinite so that when we step out, we're not afraid if it disturbs something. All progress has resulted in people making different, sometimes unpopular decisions. Let me try that again. Yeah. I'm the king of unpopular decisions, I make them all the time, and you can't do what's popular. You have to do what's right. You have to do what's right. And sometimes things get disturbed. This is all part and parcel of what I'm talking about today. Sometimes when you make a personal decision, it may not be the thing that everybody wants you to do, but it's the thing you feel compelled or intuitively led to do. And because of that, you just have to know that you're on the right path. But people are going to be upset with you, and it's not always the popular thing to do. But you do what's right, because what's right is right. Right always prevails. I want to digress on a story. I did tell the first service, but when I just said that, it just brought to my attention. When Trey and I, my partner and I, over 19 years ago, when we were adopting our daughter, it was technically against the law for a same-sex couple to adopt a child. It was the law, actually, not technically, it was the law. And I remember Dr. Tom telling me, he was the founder of our center, and by the way, his picture is over here. For those of you who don't know who that is, that's not Ernest Holmes, that's actually Dr. Tom Costa. He founded this center about 45 years ago. So we've been teaching this stuff here for 45 years. But anyway, Dr. Tom, who was my friend and mentor, he said to me when we were going into court and at the children's court in Los Angeles, and I was really bunched up and all upset and, really into the, oh my God, what's going to happen thing. And he said, you know what, Joe? Right is right, right always prevails, and love is always right. Right is right, right always prevails, and love is always right. And sure enough, we were the first couple to ever jointly petition the court in the state of California for adoption because that was right at the time. We needed to make those changes. So I'm saying that only, not to get an applause because we did it. I'm saying that because what's right is right, right always prevails. So as long as you're coming from a place of love, it's right. And I don't care if someone else isn't, you come from that place. You come from that place. You take a personal responsibility to bring love to the table everywhere you go. Even though there may be a lot of people who are upset because there may be some anger, there may be some distrust, there may be whatever is going on in the world around you, the effects of everything happening, you still bring love to the table. Because love, right is right, right always prevails, and love is always right. Together, please. I'm alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic. We must wake up from our sleep of our own delusions in the recognition that we are already in the place we aspire toward. I may not be, but I'm already on my way to it. I may not be all that I want to be, right? But I'm on my way to it. I may not have all that I want to have or do all the things that I've wanted to have done yet up till now, but I can tell you that I'm well on my way, and so are you. We're all in the direction of that place now. You have a personal relationship with the infinite that tells each one of us that we are on that pathway now. We need not look for the path, you're already on it. It's not outside of you. You don't need to seek it. What you need to do is just understand that you're already on it. Someone needs to convince you to stop searching and start doing. Does that make sense? Because a lot of people spend a lot of time looking, where's my good? What path shall I take? And they spend their entire lives in a sea of indecision. And that indecision never moves us forward. But what I'm saying is you're already there. You're there. In this moment, right here, right now, you have everything you've ever needed to know, do, think, or say at your disposal. Your job is to show up and allow it to come by means of you. And if you say you can't, you won't, and you're going to get a grade A rating on that. All right? You won't be able to think, say, if you don't think you can think, say, or do whatever needs to be done, if you don't think it, I guarantee you're going to get 100% on not doing something. But when you allow yourself to engage with that personal relationship, things will begin to change. Jesse. All right, so I'm bringing out the guy from, I totally freaked out the guy at our tape room today. Jesse, who is part of our live streaming team, tech team, he has this amazing talent. And my slide says, what good is possibility until it is used? And so this morning at the first service, you can only imagine, I called Jesse from the tape room. He's like, what are you doing? And go ahead, Jesse, go ahead, take your position up there. So Jesse has this amazing talent that hides behind the wall in the tape room. And it's to demonstrate a point. So Jesse, now that you're a little bit more relaxed, and I know you didn't take a Depend diaper from the back, so from the first service, here, let's move that microphone so you can actually, push it forward.
It's not singing.
Yeah, no, there you go. So I want Jesse to share some of it. I stumbled upon this one day when I was coming in for a class, and he just happened to be setting up for the stream, and this is what was going on. Jesse, go ahead, please. That's okay. Good. Perfect. Bring it on. I gave him no warning at the 9. He's like, huh? You want me to what? And even then, I mean, he hasn't had a chance to practice. I called him out on it. And my job as a minister is to, comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. And so I just kind of tossed him off the rock and said, swim. So my point, thank you, Jesse. Thank you. You're a great sport. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah. You know what? We should book him one Sunday just to have him be the musician. I think we'll do that one day. So my point being is this. You know what? You don't know what talents are hiding behind a wall. This guy runs our tech equipment. Who knew, right? Well, the only reason I knew is I stumbled on it. But what's your excuse? Why aren't you sharing your gifts and talents with the universe? You may think that no one wants to hear it. That's not true. That no one wants to participate in it. That's not true. How can you say that until you actually allow yourself to step out of yourself and take the personal journey into your own self-awareness and self-discovery? Possibility is just shelved ideas. I want to see doing. I want to hear the music that you have to share. Not literally the music, unless that's it, but I want to hear what you have. The universe is calling each one of us personally to be that orchestra, to be part of this entire thing that seamlessly weaves together in a chorus of goodness. You're being asked to join in, not sit on the sidelines and wait for the invitation, but to show up and go, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm meant to do. I mean, that talent, that's amazing, and he just, one day I stumbled in on it. I'm like, wow, man, this is really good. Who knew? He did, but he didn't share it. And of course, then I publicized it. Okay, here we go. We must enter into the spirit of life, into the joy of living, into our own sense of creativity. No one need grow old in attitude if you express your own inner light. I had the wonderful opportunity of working in Cancun last weekend. You probably heard about it because I heard Reverend Laura told you because I was watching the live stream. I was working in Cancun. I married my niece and her wonderful husband, and I had the opportunity to witness someone that's very important in my life really not let age be her cage at all. My mother was so far out there for the weekend. She had such a blast. She participated in everything. I mean, you turned around and next thing you know, she was jumping off the back of a catamaran into the ocean so she could swim a little bit. I mean, the kids and all the adults were looking at her going, wow, your mom's amazing, They had no idea how old she is, and I'm not telling them, don't worry. So we don't speak of those things, But it was amazing because she wasn't growing old. She was on the dance floor, kicking her shoes off on the beach and dancing and having a great time. I mean, she was participating in life. So, I look at that as a sort of a role model. It's like, you don't need to grow old if you want to participate in your life. You are more than welcome to sit at home and lock yourself behind the door and go, I'm too old for this, or I'm too this for that. You can have a million excuses as to why you don't venture out into your life. But every once in a while, you probably need to get out and experience it. Because the universe is calling us for you to live joyfully and creatively. And that's what it is. It's a personal experience of joy and creativity. Now, she came home and she was kind of tired, which is good. It's good to be tired, but you wouldn't know it right now. She's all perky. But when you enter into the spirit and joy of living, your own sense of creativity starts to come forward. But something has to open the gate, and that's your consciousness. Something has to open the door and allow you to move into that. And that is your own idea of what is standing between you and your good. Kick the door down. Kick the door down. Together, please. I am alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic. As a matter of fact, we only know as much as we can prove by actual demonstration. Excuses are just this verbal thing that happens out there. This verbal agreement for limitation. I'm asking you, you can only know as much as you can actually demonstrate. And some people in this room, I love you dearly, you have spent decades in this room wanting something to happen. And now I'm asking you, what are you doing to make it happen? What are you doing to demonstrate it? It's not just about learning it. It's about, again, I say this every week, it's about doing it. It's not, happiness isn't out there. It's right here if I show up for my life. But it's incumbent upon me to show up. And everybody has the same old mundane things. Everybody has to do the laundry. Everybody has to do the dishes. Everybody has to do all of those things. I'm talking about, yes, we all have to do those. What is it that your passion is drawing you to do? Then demonstrate it. Demonstrate it. I don't want to just hear about the dream. I want to hear about it's been done. I want to hear about your manifestation of the dream. Enlightenment alone can produce freedom. Once you turn on the light, enlightenment, that darkness and those limitations begin to fade away. So once you begin that, there's a freedom that comes from that. That enlightenment can produce that freedom. So you just have to know that there's light. We sing it at the very beginning of the service about being that light, shining your light. Everything's going to be all right if I just shine my light. But how many of us don't believe that? How many of us believe everything's going to be all right when I can borrow your light? And you shine it over here because it's working for you, but it's not working for me. So I need to borrow your light. You got a light? Right? You already do. You already do. We should not see this thing as just a law and a big, bright, brilliant goodness. We should see it as something vibrating with life, passionately urging us to a higher expression and filling our lives with warmth and color. God isn't something out there. Like I told you in our meditation today, that vibration, that frequency, that core of the universe that comes from the very essence of that vibration that created all things, the cosmos, is calling us into that place. It's calling each one of us into that place. So don't look at it as some big cosmos out there. Look at yourself as part and parcel of that giant thing that's actually working on your behalf. It's wanting you to vibrate at that higher level. It's wanting you to join its frequency at the best you possibly can, at the highest level you possibly can, to align with it as high as you can imagine. Because remember, as high as you can imagine is going to be the extent of your demonstration, or the limitation of your demonstration. Follow that? I don't know what I just said, but it was profound. Write it down. Put it in the book. Dr. Holmes wrote this. What the world needs now is spiritual conviction followed by spiritual experience. It's enough to go, I know, and now, but I need you to experience it. I need you to be that light at the table with other people, even if they don't agree with you, even when you're disagreeing with, I need you to bring love to the table. If right is right, right always prevails, and love is always right, then what are you? Do you bring conflict to the table? Are you there to convince someone that they're right or you're right and they're wrong? Or are you just there to be love? I'm not saying give in and cave in. I'm saying allow yourself to be that love. Bring it to every venue that you have in your life, your home, your work, socially, spiritually, with your loved ones. It doesn't matter who. Bring that to the table. That will change things. That will change things. Together, please. I am alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic. I believe that to be true because you certainly sound like it, and so ends your lesson. Thank you, everybody.